and welcome to IBM's Tennis Insights with myself, Cara Robinson, and seven-time Grand Slam champion Mats Wilander. Today we're going to preview the round of 16 clash between the #1 seed Novak Djokovic and the big South African Kevin Anderson. The recent French Open final proved to us that someone with raw power can upset the world #1, and today the South African might have the same weapons in his game to do just the same.
Yes, he's got a huge serve, Kevin Anderson. He's got really good ground strokes. He's solid both of the forehand and the backhand. He doesn't make too many unforced errors. Mobility is definitely his weakness, but he's also trying to come forwards to hit a few volleys. He got to the finals of Queens, so his confidence is very high.
Okay, well, IBM have identified 3 key areas we can look at, and the first one is Djokovic's forced errors on his forehand side. There are very few errors in the world #1's game, but when you look at the statistics from his play so far at these Wimbledon championships, you would see that there is an area where Anderson could prosper. Djokovic has had 60 forced forehand errors compared to 42 forced backhand errors. Anderson, on the other hand, has had 71 forced on the forehand side and 75 on the backhand side, so much more even. Does the South African really need to target the serve's weaker side, Mats, to have success?
Well, I mean, it's pretty normal. You go with your hardest shot usually into somebody's forehand, because you know that you can't just put the ball in the court because everybody's forehand is so good, including Novak Djokovic. But also on the forehand side, most players have a much longer swing, so it's harder to absorb power on the forehand side. So yes, Djokovic's backhand, of course, one of the best backhands in the business, when he attacks with the backhand and when he defends.
Okay, well, our second insight we can look at are points that Anderson has won at key moments in his service games. He's tended to be able to hold on to his own serve when his opponent has reached 30 all or deuce so far in these championships. The statistics tell us that he's won 82% of points when serving at 30 all and deuce, and he's only faced 10 break points so far and lost just 3. So, Mats, will he be able to keep winning such a high percentage of these important moments against such a quality returner in Djokovic?
I think so. I mean, the reason why he wins most of those service games is because he is a high percentage player, and a high percentage player with a big serve would usually hit a slice serve to a right-hander's forehand at 30 all and at deuce. And if you go back to the first insight we talked about, that's where you want to target Novak Djokovic, is into his forehand with a hard shot. So Kevin Anderson's first serve is very hard, has a lot of slice on it, so if he can do that at the same time, you can't be too predictable.
The third insight and final one we're going to look at is Anderson on break points. One key part of his game so far in reaching the 4th round has been the ability to diffuse his opponent's serve to try and convert break points, and the numbers reflect that. He's put 95% of returns back in play when he has a break point, but only won 42% of them. So presumably he must make these break points pay against someone like Novak Djokovic.
Yeah, he's going to have to, because you're not going to get too many, but that's what Anderson does. He's a high percentage player, so he's not going to give away anything, and this is why he beats nearly every player that's lower ranked than him, but also why he doesn't beat the top 4. So he's going to have to take some risks when he has break points, go for winners, maybe hit a return and come into the net afterwards, just to disturb and hopefully draw an error from Djokovic.
Well, Novak Djokovic will face Kevin Anderson in the 4th round here of the 2015 Wimbledon Championships, and we'll be back with more IBM Tennis Insights tomorrow.